Hi, back from LA. I am so excited to be shooting into this video today. It is a collab that I did with my friend Raamon and I. He is a conscious leader who takes high performance business people, helps them develop spiritually so that they can get incredible results with their personal fulfillment and boost their productivity. In this video, we go over 8 different ways you can start becoming more conscious during this quarantine. So without further ado, enjoy the video.
Soaking it up here in the park below the Hollywood sign. Hope you're doing fantastic. And we've got 3 or 4 insights each for you on how to improve the quality of your experience right now, your life right now. And we're going to start with Oliver here. And what do you got, Oliver?
Hi, my name's Oliver Lynch and I help people expand their energy. I'm a life coach and I've got some awesome tips I'd love to share with you. Just 4 things that I personally do in my life that help me feel amazing, that allow me to make the most of situations, like these. When we have all this extra time, sometimes you can get a little lost in like, oh, how can I be productive? How can I fill my time? Rather than just doing things like, just watching Netflix. It's good to mix it up, expand your energy a little bit. So
be the creator of content, not just the absorber.
Exactly. It's like it's producing versus consuming. And being a producer is a way to feel much more fulfilled.
Totally.
And so the first thing I want to share with you is something that I do every single morning, and that is meditation. Meditation is simply the art of just being with yourself and tuning in to the natural rhythms of your body. And I'm sure you're familiar with it, but for a lot of the people who are a little bit on the edge of getting into meditation, what I would recommend is just putting 5 to 10 minutes in first thing when you wake up, just close your eyes and sit. It's that simple. Secondly, I think it's a good time to look at your diet. How much is your diet serving you? When you eat food, does it give you energy or does it take it away? It's a good thing to audit.
Yep.
Thirdly, a really good thing you can do is exercise. And yes, I know that a lot of the gyms are closed.
But that's where creativity comes in right now.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah, creative.
Well, you can always go for a run. And on top of that, if you want to stay home, there are all types of calisthenics workouts you can get into. Bunch of great stuff on YouTube. Even check out Athlete and X. I love his ab workouts. Just an idea. And fourthly, creativity. Now that we have all this extra time, we can take a look inwards, through our meditation practices and being mindful, and we can start to unlock our inner creativity. And you sort of start to connect back to that inner child essence that you have, what you used to be like. You remember when you were a kid, you could just be in a park, in a grassy field, and you could make fun for hours. You could be running around creating different games, just having a ball.
Yep.
So
like these kids over here.
Yeah, look, that's exactly perfect. They're having a blast. And what's stopping us?
They're our role models. Yeah.
Exactly. Honestly, I feel that I learn more from observing young children than I do from most adults. And on how to be.
No offense, adults.
Yeah, no, we're just doing our best. But
everyone's got something to give.
Absolutely. We are all our students and teachers.
Totally. Sweet, man. Great points. Just want to recap them?
Yeah, so firstly, meditation. Second, audit your diet. Thirdly, get some exercise. See how you feel. And then fourthly, tap into that inner child creativity and have a blast.
Beautiful. So, my name is Raamon I help CEOs and leaders expand their mental capacity to feel more, see more, know more, so they're in tune with the decisions and the actions that really create evolutionary progress, that creates fulfillment and not suffering, and that they're protected in that process to accomplish as much as they want for as long as they want. So my 4 things, similar to Oliver's, but I'm going to frame them differently. The first one is self-control. It's like we've got all more free time, more possibilities to explore, even though we obviously have to be responsible for whatever work that we have. And sometimes our senses can want to run the show. And when our senses are running the show, then we're kind of on the level of pleasure and pain and change and all that. Whereas we really want to have the mind settled enough so that you're in control of your senses, so that you're using your senses in a way that brings joy and health and abundance to you, and also protecting yourself, because sometimes the senses can want what they want and we can end up having too much sugar, right? And then kind of depleting our insulin supplies. So that's the first thing. And that's really done, like you were saying, with the meditation. Like, as you allow your mind to settle down, you actually have more control over your mind. You have therefore more control over your senses. The next thing is that ability to have self-inquiry. The ability to inquire into yourself. Is this true? Who am I? You know, what am I really about? What do I really want? And by having more spirit of inquiry, then you find that you get to the truth that really serves you in the long run. The third thing is company of the wise. Take time to connect with people who have more experience, more life experience, more work experience, some expertise, especially around health, is really good, and spirituality. That's very important right now. And when you're around people who have a higher kind of vibrational energy and intelligence, then you find that just rubs off on you, you know, and you kind of, through osmosis, you also invite that as well. And that also has a very protecting quality as well. And the final thing is that feeling of contentment, you know, that you're able to be satisfied within yourself, because happiness and ultimately fulfillment is not something we create or we have to achieve. It's something that's already innately hardwired in us. And when we allow ourselves to kind of feel content, then with what we have, when there's obviously gratitude comes in there and appreciation for what you have, and then what you find is that you feel more satisfied with less. You know, you're not always seeking more, which can sometimes just drive you a bit nuts, you know, and make you feel, have too many thoughts, and, you know, you're spending too much energy, wasting too much energy. And just to feel content within yourself, I think, is a powerful thing right now. So just to recap those things, the ability to have self-control, self-inquiry, company of the wise, and just have that feeling of contentment, that you're complete in who you are, and that the more that you're coming from that space that is complete, then the more you're actually able to give and appreciate and encourage others as well. So,
and kind of a visual thing on the contentment. The Buddhists often talk about the realm of hungry ghosts, and it's like these beings that have these really long beaks that's almost like a little straw, that they are always trying to eat more and more and consume more and more, but no matter how much they try to take in, it's never enough, and they're constantly hungry. And I think that's kind of how our ego minds can make us feel when we get too caught up in identifying with it. And so we're getting kicked out of the park right now, but what I would recommend is just, doing some more of that meditation, finding that inner contentment, and not getting thrown in jail.
all right. Peace.
Peace.